Hello viewers, I want to welcome you to today's lesson, which is on solving quadratic equations by using the quadratic formula. So firstly, what you must know is the general formula for a quadratic equation, which is ax squared plus or minus bx plus or minus c. And then the quadratic formula, importantly, you must know that by heart, is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And I forgot that gives you the value of x, because we want to solve this quadratic formula. So the example that I have is negative 4x squared plus 3x plus 2 equals 0. In step 1, I want you to identify A, B, and C. And here, importantly, people, A is negative 4. So write it down like that, negative 4. Then B, going along with the x term, is equals to 3. And C is just the number which is equals to 2. Both of them are positive. Okay. Then you simply go and you substitute the values into the formula. So step 2 is to substitute values. Okay, you substitute A, B, and C. Therefore, x equals negative, and then our B is equals to 3, right? Then plus or minus, in this case, in all cases, when we take the square root, there's always a plus and a minus in front. So draw your square root. Then we must have b squared. So b is 3. Substitute by putting it in brackets. And then squared minus 4, which is just a standard value, 4. Then A, importantly, A is negative 4, so into brackets, substitute negative 4, and C is plus 2, so again, substitute in brackets a plus 2. That then is over 2A, which means I have 2, and once again, importantly, A is negative 4. Okay, then I want you to first put the square root into your calculator. Calculate the square root first, people, and you can even go as far as first calculating the 4ac and then putting the a squared along with that. But if you calculate that, you will get the square root of 41. So please do the square root first, and then you can just transfer the rest of the formula, negative 3 over 2 times negative 4, you can calculate as negative 8. Now, importantly, people, you will get 2 answers, because once you will use a plus for the square root, and the second time you will use a minus for the square root. So what you would do is to write that as 2 equations. So x is either negative 3 plus the square root of 41 over negative 8, or, importantly, x equals negative 3 minus the square root of 41 over negative 8. Okay, and once again, put this into your calculator, and the calculator will give you an answer of negative 0.43, and then you put the next statement into your calculator, and that will give you an answer of x equals 1.18. So this is really quite easy. If you remember the quadratic formula, first identify A, B, and C. It is really important that you do not ignore the signs that go along with A, B, and C. Then you substitute A, B, and C into the formula and first calculate your square root, then you calculate the remainder. And remember, before a square root, we always have plus and minus, so we immediately have two possible answers, which in this case is x equals either negative 0.43 or x equals 1.18. So in most cases, the instruction to solving this quadratic equation would state that you must give your answer correct to two decimal places. Two decimal places, which is an indication that you must use the quadratic formula.